fighting technology.
We'll be ready when Nancy's ready.
Okay.
All right.
Put this down here.
Okay.
He talks a little louder than.
All right, well, it is 6 o'clock. We'll call the meeting to order, and I would like to start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. Flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next on the agenda is approval of minutes and financials. We did approve September 9th meeting minutes last meeting. However, there was one correction, and I haven't seen the new corrected minutes come through. So we voted on them, but they have a correction,
Yeah,
so.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
That's the one that I submitted, and it was one word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was a name.
it's a quick
That's
fix,
all.
but we
It's a
just,
very quick fix, but we have approved it with,
we'll just need to
Right.
get
having
that.
that done.
Get that done.
Yes.
Yes. And then we have meeting minutes for October 14th. Laura, have you had a chance to look through these?
I believe so, and there were a few, weren't there a few things that needed?
Well, I looked at them, and there's nothing that I disagree with, but we are missing some things. And a lot of them were just topics that we talked about with the fire department. About the training form, the fence, the quotes that we got, about the safety town, the maintenance schedule, the discrepancy with the grant funds about the RAM that the association bought, just some additions. I did email this to Tracey a few days ago, so I don't.
think she's seen it yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we'll have to table that. And then we also have meeting minutes for October 28th, 2024. Just a few corrections on this, not even a correction, but an addition.
That was the fire department working.
It was
meeting.
the fire department work meeting, because we had comments about the Dollar General wanting to host an event, and they did. So that was good. And then we talked about a grant overview that got missed, but besides that, so I sent that to her as well. We did just receive today, because they weren't in the mailbox over the weekend, meeting minutes for November 11th and financials, and I have not had a chance to look at them. So pending those issues, we will table that until the next meeting.
Okay.
Any other discussion about the meeting minutes or financials? Okay. Moving on to communications. I received a communication from Portage Park District. They sent a letter saying that they have grant money that they are going to be offering for 2025, and they've asked us a lot of information that would help them to award the grant. So we'll have to do something with this, because I'd like to get some grant money for this.
And I emailed Ms. Craycroft from Portage Parks and answered all the questions.
Oh, you already, okay.
Yeah, I responded to her, and this grant is a grant where there's no local match required, although the township would have to pay for whatever work is done up front, and then they reimburse you.
But no match?
No match.
Okay.
Right.
So it looks like they're gonna be giving grants between $1,000 and $25,000
Up to $100,000 for the county,
for the entire
for the
county.
entire county.
Be nice if Deerfield could get some of that
Yep.
money. All right, any other communications?
No.
Nancy? All right. We have a guest speaker today with us, Mr. Bob Keller. Hi. I'll give you the floor and we can do what we need to do.
My information is considered confidential in
Okay.
nature.
So you have.
I really don't have anything to address in a public meeting to
Okay.
the board. I think it would be more beneficial to share with you the results of the investigation you asked me to conduct
Okay,
in executive session. Following that, if there's any reason that I need to make any comments in public, I can do that.
fair enough. Are you prepared to do that now, to go?
Well, I am, but I'd rather you conduct your meeting.
Okay.
And
We can do that towards the
I
end.
can wait.
Okay, okay. We want to be respectful of your time.
Oh, no, everybody else is here to hear
Any
you,
any
not
other
me.
guests or speakers
Do you have
today?
any other public commentary? Nope, okay.
All right, department updates. Road department and maintenance. We had a meeting to interview for 2 part-time positions for the road department. And we had, I think, total of 18 applicants. We interviewed, what was it? 4. We
4
asked,
came in
we
for
asked for
final.
6 interviews and 4 showed up.
Right.
And they were all really excellent candidates. We were kind of blown away with the response. So Indeed was where it was at.
Yes, and didn't cost us a dime.
So we did decide to hire on a part-time regular basis, Mr. Mike Richardson. Has he been up yet to?
There's a note that Ed left.
Oh, okay.
He's had his, it's the,
New hire.
Yeah, the new
Has had
hire.
his physical and drug screen waiting for results. Okay. And then we also hired a casual per diem named Mr. Brian Hackleroad. So that is in process. All right. We were just talking about the sign, the Welcome to Deerfield sign. Kind of got lost in the shuffle, and Timmy's going to look at that for us when he gets the opportunity. All right, let's see here.
and while we're on grounds and maintenance.
Yeah.
And roads, all of that, we have a seasonal employee,
Okay.
and how do we normally handle that for the winter? Because don't they
Right.
normally,
Well,
there's
typically,
not a lot of work for them over the winter? How does that
typically
work?
we lay off. Where are we, Timmy?
As of right now, it's been here every day, and he was my shuttle back from dropping the fire engine off today as well, so.
Okay.
Okay.
just-
But the new hires have not started yet.
Haven't heard or
Okay.
seen any of them.
All right.
Well, we'll hold
Okay.
off on that till our next meeting then and see how that goes then.
Okay.
Okay. Something about the F-450.
Yeah, so, the day before Thanksgiving, the transmission lines were leaking when we were doing a culvert install. So, I called in and he gave me approval to get that done under emergency. We wanted to make sure it was done back in time if we got any snow. So that went to Fairway, was repaired within a day, and we were able to get it picked up and get it back. So, I believe that dollar amount is on.
Should be on the letter.
So there's another line needs, there's 2 about the 450, one in for emergency repairs, transmission lines. Were rusty and leaking, F-450 needs more repair. Front wheel bearing, tie, and alignment approximately 1,700.
Correct.
That sound right?
So
Yeah.
what did we already spend?
So the 886, I believe, was the initial bill.
That's not on here, but
Correct, okay. So there was, I just actually gave the invoice to Nancy a little bit ago, so.
886, Nancy? The bill for Fairway was 886?
I did the bills a week ago, and I don't remember whether they're in there or not. I remember seeing it.
Yeah, that would have been the one I just turned it in today, like 2 o'clock.
Oh, you just
That-
brought it
yeah,
in
that
today?
invoice
Oh,
today.
okay, well, I have one signed check yet. I'll go ahead and write the check for that.
Okay.
Well, I move that we pay for the Fairway to do the emergency repair on the F-450 at approximately $886.
So moved.
Roll call. I got you.
Okay, Laura
Yes.
and Tiffany.
Yes. And then the additional repairs would be $1,700, wheel bearing, tie, and alignment.
Yeah, and they calculated that, I didn't figure it's gonna be quite that, but they want to make sure we were covered on an approval, so yes, it needs to be alignment, lower, or tie rod end and wheel bearing, from
so I will move that we, and we're doing this at Fairway as well,
Correct.
that we take the F-450 to Fairway for these repairs, front wheel, bearer, tie rod, alignment, up to $1,700.
So moved.
Second?
She seconded.
Yes.
Okay. Your vote, Laura?
Yes.
And Tiffany?
Yes. What else you got?
So those are the main two things that we've worked on, the culvert, doing some culvert installs and some erosion control. All the salt that was due in from the previous year's contract has been delivered. And the county had owed us some as well from last year and this year. We've received that as well. We did have some issues Friday with the 450 of the plow. We were able, it was just a solenoid that we were able to actually pick up today on the way back. So that seemed to cure that issue. And we installed a new cutting edge, but there's no real expense with any of that. It's the cutting edge we already had on hand.
Just time.
Correct. Yep.
All right, anything else for road department and maintenance?
So
Easy peasy, buildings and grounds. Christmas lights, we got the snowflakes up, they look beauteous. Thank you for doing that.
They look nice.
we did have to move the one. It
That was covering the sign.
Yeah, I realized it afterwards, so, but we had to flop two of them because they were kind of just the way they were, the way they go on the sign, the snowflake, you had to flip them or they wouldn't look great, so we just swapped the two around.
Gotcha.
And then we had issues with the power up there as well. I believe when the new road signs got put in, they drove the signpost through our power feed, so that's why that other heavy cord is running across.
I was gonna ask
So
you
that's just
about
as a
that.
back feed to
Right.
keep the outlets moving is all that was for.
And on the other side of 14, it looks like there's a big dugout spot still
Yep.
as well.
That's where we were looking for the power feed coming across to see if there was, that's where the break was.
Okay.
And then the ground got cold. We'll have to go back up and fill those in. We'll figure it
nice
out.
and warm
We'll
now.
figure it out this spring on that, yes.
All right. We put up Christmas decorations in the freezing cold. Thank you for everyone who helped. It was a miserable cold day, but it was the day that people were available.
It was cold.
We did not decorate the gazebo because we understand that that is coming down very soon. Blueprints for gazebo have been turned into the building department for review. So there you go. Last I heard, it was supposed to be within a week or so I guess we will see. Do you have any other information about that?
I haven't heard any updates since we received them. I know we got a copy and the county got a copy about the same time. And I haven't heard anything back from them as far as that goes.
Gotcha. We did have a lot of Christmas decorations last year that were ruined by one of the accidents in the circle to the monument. So I did, the deal was that the insurance is supposed to pay for the replacements of those. I went ahead and bought the garland, the lights for the garland, the bows, and also replacement lights for the trees. We had lights that we kept on the pine trees, but it looks like they got mowed or
Some of the cords were like tucked underneath the trees.
so we had to
Anybody
take
got caught on the front?
They got
wheels
caught
and
on
take
the, they
out
got caught on the mowers.
so we had to take off a few strands and replace them. So we
Yeah, a
also-
few of them had to be replaced.
Did the rest of them
Okay.
still light up?
Once we got them
Yeah,
done from
once-
the broken
once we
ones,
got
so
them done and
at least the
replaced
ones up top were still good, so
Sure.
that was a win.
We didn't have to get a crane,
Your-
so it was all good.
Your
Yeah.
run lights?
Yes, year-round lights, they work good.
So I do have a receipt that I'd like to submit for this. The bows that we used were $15.96. I got some really good deals at Mark's for closeouts. I bought more for the gazebo when we get them. They were $39.80. The replacement garland was $203.76. The lights for the garland were $69.28, and the 2 strands to replace the pine tree mowed ones were $39.76. So that was $358.56. I don't know how, if we submit this to the insurance or if we need a motion for that. But we were doing it and we had help, so I put them up.
Okay, make a motion to reimburse you.
Okay, well, I move that
And I'll
we
send
reimburse
it.
me for the replacements.
Okay. I second
those
it.
lights.
Laura, your vote,
Yes.
and Tiffany.
Yes. Gotta make hay while the sun is shining, even though the sun is not shining. All right, anything else for buildings and grounds?
No, 100%.
Going once, going twice. All right, moving on to the fire department. You are our fire department representative, Todd, welcome. What you got?
Last month, we ran 29 calls, 19 medical, 1 fire, 2 service, 7 NVA, for a total of 354. We have used the money from the board grant to purchase power tool. Donation was given by Deerfield Farm for $4,000. We'd like to use that to add, for add-ons for the tools, which is a Husqvarna battery-operated chainsaw, charger, and conversion kit for us to use on the engine or the brush truck, wherever it goes. So this was from the grant money, so I guess this is everything. But the donation from Deerfield Farm, we'd like to use for extra batteries, tools,
Additional charger.
and charger. So we have.
Is it enough? Is the 4,000 enough?
Or we'll have to look into, see what.
Yeah, when the rep comes out to deliver that saw, we'll go over everything with them and finalize.
Okay.
So-
Is this a heads up or do you need a vote today?
No, that's just a heads up.
Okay.
We did put a committee together for an events committee, for which 4 people on that,
Is that your community outreach?
yeah. We did do the Meet the Firefighters and Santa Claus at Deerfield Dollar General Saturday. It was pretty good, pretty cold, but it was all right. And Engine 14 is at Fallsway, finishing up the repairs that were on back away. That's it.
I got one more thing for you. The brush 14 needs the front passenger side shock tower replaced.
What does it need?
It's the front passenger side shock tower. It's rotten. It's still structural there, but it's going to need to be done. So we had a Fairway give us a quote on that in the amount of around $1,000. They don't have book time on it, couldn't give me exact, but between the part and then it's clocking hours on it as they change. So wanted to bring that up and see if we could maybe get that scheduled in to be done.
I move that we fix the shock tower of the brush truck 14 at Fallsway for up to $1,000.
Fairway.
Oh, Fairway.
Fairway.
Thank you.
I second it, Nancy.
Laura, your vote?
Yes.
Yes. Tiffany?
Yes. How did it go with the cistern?
So that's done. Woodford's come in and sucked all the buildup and everything out. We used brush 14 to flush it the rest of the way, and he got it all cleaned up. And then he had in a truck 2,500 gallons of water already on his other water truck he brought back and put in it.
Who's he?
That was Nick Woodford.
Nick
Okay.
Whitford.
Yeah.
He's
So
the
he
water
did-
delivery.
Yes, he did both. Nick did both. He dropped, pulled all the junk out and cleaned it and refilled it for us. So that was done. And then we had to put an extension on the water line into the cistern, but everything's good.
Did you have to shock it?
No, we actually
Not
bleached
yet.
it. We bleached it a week prior
Okay.
to eat all that algae and everything off the
Good.
wall. So
Good.
it's,
So now it's some clean water.
it's been good, yep.
We had a half-hour discussion about it. I figured it warranted some update. So what's the results?
Can you put a new filter?
Yeah, so Lions Water Conditioning came out, and there's just a carbon filter tank in the utility room up there that runs through. That's just to pull the rest of the impurities out, but it'll pull like the chlorine and stuff even on city water. So they
Okay.
took that, dumped it, flushed it, and brought it back and did an install. So
Does the water smell less like frogs?
there's a lot less frogs in it too.
Well,
Doesn't
frogs
smell
like
like the pond anymore? Good.
Everybody's happy, happy, happy. It's better
Is it
for
all
now.
Well, we still need a well.
Yes, but a little less toxic.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Email update. We got new emails for everybody on the department. How is that going? Any hiccups? Is everybody using that? So far, so
So we
good?
just, Derek's been sick, so the officers have theirs to set up, and we're working with the firefighters to get theirs set up, so
Okay,
should be, by next meeting, we should be up and running.
right. And then hopefully you guys can share that or post it somewhere so we actually know how to communicate. That way we're not calling personal cell phones if that's not what people want. Like for the chief, and I know that Derek made a comment about that. I thought, well, we don't even have those new posts, those new numbers, so that would be good.
We're working on it.
Okay. And if you need any help with that, let me know, because I have all the directions as well. All right, training coming up on the 18th.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Laura, you set that up. You want to just brief everybody on that?
Yeah, it's Gail Duvall, and they do the in-person sexual harassment and bullying training through OTARMA, our insurance, the township insurance. So she will be coming in person on the 18th, and she will be offering 2 sessions, 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. at the fire department. And the chief has already sent out an announcement about it and everything, and it's mandatory. And he said he had a projector screen on the wall, because she uses projector. And the company that she works for is KLA Risk Management, and they're out of Columbus. And they travel all over the state and provide in-person training. So she's coming on the 18th.
Okay. Anything else with the fire department today? Going once, going twice. Okay. Old business. I just had the update for the gazebo, which we talked about. Hopefully in the next week or so, I understand that is being demolished, and we have blueprints out for the new one turned in. Any other old business? Okay. New business. We do have, and Ed left this as a note too, we do have the OTA conference that Ohio hosts every January, February-ish. And they do have sections for road crew, maintenance, and all of that. So typically we, try to attend that if at all possible. So I will make a motion that we allow employees and also the fiscal officer, assistant fiscal officer, and the trustees to attend the conference. And that's, what did we usually do, like $25 a day for meals? But I think, did we?
That's what we did last year, or well, actually this year, 2020.
Okay. Well, we'll do that for now. I think we're going to have a second meeting before then anyway, so we can address it if we need to. But I will move that we do pay for people to attend that conference.
Okay, I second it.
Laura
Yes.
and Tiffany.
Yes. It is a lot of good information and a lot of, learning new resources and things. Also on new business, last meeting, we talked briefly about a computer software update for the cemetery program. Any suggestions? Has anyone had a chance to look into that, or,
There are a lot of different ones online that you can buy. Also, the Atwater Sexton uses an Excel spreadsheet.
Okay.
And if you would ever want to talk to him about what he does with his Excel spreadsheets, their trustees said they'd be happy to hook you up if you'd like to see his system. He just does them on Excel spreadsheets.
Which is basic, so that would probably be one of the easiest ones.
It'd be the easiest one
It'd be
to
free.
do, and it would cost nothing. You wouldn't have to buy software for it. So if you're interested, we can have the sextons meet,
Yeah,
and he can show you can go over and he can show you what he does.
yeah, I'll get together with them.
a little networking?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
That'll make it easy. So.
I mean, he's a little township
Right. And
cemeteries like us. and-
That's, I don't know, I know Ron grant.
Charlie is their sexton's first name Charlie?
Tim?
Tim.
Tim Wilson.
Two Tims.
Yeah.
There you go. The Tims can meet,
Yeah,
talk about it. Okay.
it's easy enough.
Invitation's open. Or if you find another program that you think would be better and you want to have something, no, it's no problem. Yeah. That's kind of a very select field of those programs, so, yeah.
I just want to see how he has it based, and then I'll build, work from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's all
Excel's
kinds of
pretty
ones
easy.
that you can buy
Mhm.
online. I mean, I was amazed at how many of them, but he's just working off a spreadsheet. I imagine if you're in a big municipality like Akron, you probably would want to have the software.
Right.
But,
Map.
yeah, exactly. Okay.
I agree.
Okay. Other new business. Well, let me back up to old business. I have started to work on the employee handbook. We've got some examples. I've got them downloaded, starting to go through those. Once we get an actual working model, we will send that over to Brett to have him give us an A-OK or make any suggestions, and hopefully that will help move things along for your SOPs. So not forgotten. That's a big job, working on it, and we'll have to divide and conquer on some of that too, because it's a lot. But in the works, not forgotten. Any other business, old or new?
Nothing.
All right. So at this point then, since we've gone through our contact, I will make a motion. I will move that we go into executive session ORC 121.22 to consider the investigation of charges of a public employee.
Okay, and I say yes.
And Laura?
Yes.
Tiffany? Yes. All right. And we shall return.
Over, please.
Yeah, that would be helpful. will move that we exit executive session and enter back into regular session.
And I second it.
All right, we had an executive session.
She shut that thing off.
Do you want your recorder back on, Nancy?
Oh, yes.
Oh, Nancy.
Thank you.
Yeah, here.
Time out.
Sit down. Do we need to repeat what we said? Did it get it?
I can.
Yes, please.
Okay, I think this is now recording, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so I will repeat for the record keeper here. I made a motion to exit executive session and enter regular session. And
I second it.
And Laura? your vote?
Yes.
And Tiffany?
yes. So after our meeting, I would like to move that we write a letter of reprimand to a fire department employee and send that to the involved parties.
And I second that.
Okay. Laura, your vote?
Yes.
And Tiffany?
Yes. Okay.
Can I add just something?
Yes, please.
It would be helpful if the board chairman or board chairperson meet with the employee and go over that.
I would be happy to do that. So I will
Or
contact.
someone designated by the board.
I would be happy to do that. I will contact that person and make those arrangements. And thank you. And Bob, do you have anything else to add?
Just that this was an investigation I was asked to conduct at the November meeting, regular business meeting, and I met with a number of people and conducted interviews, and everything went very smoothly, and I was happy to be able to get it wrapped up by the December meeting so that I could come and meet with the board.
All right. Well, I want to thank you for all that you've done for us and your professionalism and your swiftness of that. It's much appreciated. Thank you for all of that.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Keller. You were very professional with
Thank
this.
Thank you. Okay, so any other topics today? Any other public commentary? Yes. Brian?
Did you get anywhere with that police report we were supposed to amend?
So I will talk to you about that privately since that's not a board issue, that's a me issue. So if you'd like to contact me about that, I'd be happy to speak with you about that.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
No.
All right, so second meeting this month, we will have a second meeting this month on the 23rd because we have to close our books. And our first January meeting will be an organizational meeting. Do we still have to advertise that? I believe we.
No.
No, we just, okay, because for some reason I thought we did in the past, because it's 2 meetings. I'll look into that. Because we have to have a regular meeting and the organizational
always-
meeting.
Yeah, but we always hold them together.
Together.
We do the organization.
But no, we don't need to do any notifications for
No.
that. Okay, I just wanted to clarify because I just forgot. So I will make a motion that we will adjourn our meeting and pay our bills.
And I second.
Laura, your vote?
Yes.
And Tiffany?
Yes. All right. Thank you.
You just put that in.
Do you have some for the firehouse? Extra reading them? And usually, Scott has like a printout for us. Did he email you the printout? Like your